Hello everyone, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is healthy in this period. We are in a tough time. I hope everybody stays healthy. And guys, in today's video, I want to talk about my one of my watches. This is a Rolex milgauss. I have already reviewed this watch. If you haven't checked it out, if you haven't checked out the review, please guys. You can go ahead, go check it out and in my channel. I have already uploaded it, and I also did a comparison video comparing this milgauss against the other Rolex of mine that I have already sold, which was Rolex Sea Dweller 16600 pre-ceramic. And in today's video, I want to give an update of my experience. Basically, I've owned this watch for about 1.5 years, and there has been I have put it this way. I mean, when I reviewed the watch, I uploaded the video already. When I reviewed the watch, I only played with it for a brief amount of time, but then now after more than 1 year, I definitely have bonded with this watch. So I know more about this watch than what I knew back then. So I just want to give an update, and then and yeah, so this is kind of like an updated review, you may call it that way. Guys, before I start, before I begin, please guys, if you like fine things in life, luxury watch, I'm into watches, and I'm into bullion coins as well. And if you like fine things such as luxury watches, go ahead guys, please help and support this channel by subscribing. I will really appreciate it. It's really meaningful to me if you can subscribe. All right guys, let's begin. Guys, so as I told you before, I've already owned this watch for like 1.5 years. And what do I feel about this watch? Guys, I gotta tell you this, okay? I think milgauss is like the most underrated Rolex, sport Rolex at this point of time, okay? It has been very severely underrated for the past few years, and even till now. I still think this is still very underrated, okay? Well, in general, I mean, I think if you follow closely Rolex market, I mean, they have gone crazy since 2018. No, sorry man, 2018, 2019. They have gone up quite significantly, and including this model, okay? But then if you compare this model against any other models, this has been quite underrated among its peers. And so if I look at the secondary market, the price for this Rolex milgauss and for example like a Rolex Explorer, they're roughly about the same. So this one is underrated, guys. And I gotta tell you, I mean, after 1.5 years bonding with this watch and owning it and wear it quite often, I gotta tell you, my feeling hasn't changed at all. I still think this is a very lovely watch. I really like it. And matter of fact, normally when I wear a watch, after 3 months, 4 months, if that's not a watch for me, I normally ditch it. I normally get tired of it and bored with it. But that's not happening with this watch. So after 1 year, my feelings still remain strong. I still love this watch. I still feel like it has its charm, and whenever I look at it, I'm still attracted to it. Okay, so that's why in this review, in today's video, I want to talk more about some of the details that still captivate me for this past 1.5 years. So first guys, let's talk about the dial, okay? I think the dial of this watch is one of the things that keeps me attracted to this watch, guys. So it's a very simple watch. I mean, you got a simple 3-hander and with no date. And some people who don't understand about watch, they're gonna bash it right away, and they say like, oh yeah, I need date. Well, I mean, and matter of fact, I mean, now as I get more and more deeper and deeper into this hobby, I actually like no date watch better than date. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about establishing like a build a collection of no date watches. Okay, so maybe I can build like a collection of three watches like this, and then Explorer, and then maybe pick up like Omega Speedmaster, all no date. So that's kind of like an inspiration to me. I really like no date watches, guys, and this is being a no date watch. There's a charm to it. I really like it because, as you can see, the dial is very, very symmetrical, which in my opinion is very, very appealing. Yeah, I sacrifice a date, but that's not a big deal, to be honest. Even though some people probably think it's a deal breaker, but to me, yes, we sacrifice date feature, but at the same time we gain something. There is symmetry. Okay, I really like the symmetry of this dial. You see, like nothing gets cut out, nothing gets in between, and you can see it's a very, very simple dial. Okay, but at the same time, what makes me attracted to this dial is that even though it's a very simple watch, three-hander, but you can see all the colors, guys. This is very, very colorful. First of all, I mean, you got matte black dial, and then after that, you see like the second hand is Thunderbolt with the orange color. Which pops. Okay, so it's against the black color, the black matte dial. That really, really pops. And then after that, you can see like the 369. It's also layered with orange color, which gives a little bit of color. So the dial, even though it's simple, but it's attractive to me because it's very colorful. Okay, so we got orange second hand, and then the 369 is orange color, and you see like the milgauss is also orange color. So you see, when you see this watch, I mean, you're gonna look at it, and I mean, I feel like, oh, it's not just like an Explorer, Submariner. I mean, to me, they're boring. Okay, when you look at them, it's like just plain black watch. But when you see milgauss, somebody asked me like, oh yeah, what's the color of this milgauss? You can feel like, oh yeah, you can say like, oh, it's black color. Well, it is black color, but it's not so black after all, because you see like all these colors, like the second hand, so it's kind of like black orange. And then after that, not only that, Rolex doesn't stop, so it also gives us this green tinted sapphire crystal, which is just amazing. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, the green crystal here around the dial makes the watch just out of this world, guys, because from what I understand, and I'm pretty sure about this, okay, there's no other watches in the market today that has this feature. So green sapphire crystal here around the dial just makes the watch, it's just out of this world. Okay, first, so it's not just like black, so we have orange color, and then we have like this green color. So it just makes the watch has like this fun vibe, colorful, fun, and just interesting. It's not just like Rolex. It's not just like any other Rolex. For example, like Submariner, Explorer, they look like serious Rolex. Okay, but when I look at milgauss, it looks like kind of like a fun watch. Okay, in my opinion. Matter of fact, I gotta be honest with you. I sold my Rolex Sea Dweller, and then so now I only have this one in my collection. And I gotta tell you, like over time, I like this one more than the Rolex Sea Dweller. Can you believe it or not? And I gotta be honest, Rolex Sea Dweller is really, really good. I really love that watch. But I have to be honest. I mean, this one, since it's just more colors, and it's just more interesting in my opinion. That's why I like it more. And then also, what I like about this watch, after owning it for like a year, something that I want to point out, guys, is that the thickness of this watch. Now, this is another deal breaker for some people who don't like it. So here's the thing, guys. Okay, let me talk a little bit about this thickness. Okay, the watch is 40 millimeter, the dial, but then the thickness is like 13.2 millimeter. Now the thing is this, some people who don't, I mean, I already touched on this subject when I compared this watch against the Rolex Sea Dweller. So I touched on the thickness. One of the things that I talked about was the thickness of this watch. So guys, Rolex stated this watch as 13.2 millimeter thick watch. Okay, but the thing is, actually if you compare this watch against like Sea Dweller or Submariner, this watch is gonna be thicker. Okay, because you see like there's no bulge here, okay, down there. So it's so if you just compare like side by side against like Rolex Sea Dweller, I mean the thickness of this watch is it is thicker. Okay, it is thicker. It is definitely thicker than the Submariner, which I think is about 12 millimeter, or Explorer, around there, 12 millimeter. This one is 13 millimeter. So guys, this watch is thick, but I like the thickness because I get like a little bit of like a wrist presence, and also even though it's thick, but the dial is also still 40 millimeters, so it's small, but also at the same time it's thick. So I feel like I'm wearing something. I don't know how to describe it, but I just like the proportion, guys. I really do like the proportion. I mean, the other day I went to the Patek Philippe boutique, and then I tried on the Patek 5960P, the gray dial with the gray dial platinum, and the proportion of this milgauss and the 5960P was quite the same, very very similar. And then I look it up online. The Patek 5960 is about 13.5 millimeter, and they look the same. I mean, both Patek is like 40.5 millimeter. The dial, this one is 40 mil, and then the thickness is also around there. This one is 13.2 millimeter. Patek is like 13.5 millimeter. And when I tried Patek, I was like, man, I just love this watch because I like the proportion, guys. I really really do like the proportion. Okay, I like thick watch because when I wear something thin like Explorer, I feel like either way you wear something thin, it feels a bit dressy. But then when I wear something like this, which is thicker, I feel like it's a little, I feel like more masculine. I don't know, like I just feel like the watch is more masculine. Yeah, and feels more sporty. Okay, so I like the proportion, and then I like the wrist presence, and also, guys, maybe one final thing that I want to touch on before I end this video, okay, because I think I rambled quite too long already. This one, the dial, okay, not the dial, sorry, the bezel, guys. The bezel is glossy and shiny, so that makes the watch feels and looks very very dressy, quite dressy, guys. Okay, makes this watch quite flexible like Explorer one. So you can definitely dress up with this watch, and then if you wear like a tuxedo, you will not feel out of place if you take this watch with you, if you wear it with you. I feel like it's because of this glossy bezel around the dial. It makes the watch dressy, but at the same time, once you put it on, because of the wrist presence I just told you about, the watch is actually not a dress watch at all, but it's actually a sports watch, okay, because of the thickness, guys. Okay, so that's what I like about this watch. Okay, it's flexible, it's very very versatile. Okay, you can treat it, you can use this as a sporty watch, but at the same time you can use this as a dressy watch. Okay, I really like this watch, guys, and I think this is one of the most underrated sports watch from Rolex that you can still get at this point of time. If you want to build a collection, if you like Rolex and you want to buy your first sports Rolex, I think why not try milgauss, because I think it's underrated. I mean, this watch retails about the same price as Submariner, but I think in the secondary hand market, the price of milgauss is way less than the Submariner, so it makes this one, I think, a bargain. Okay, even though it's still a relatively expensive watch. Okay, guys, that's a little bit about milgauss. Okay, so I just want to give like an update. I haven't posted video for quite some time. I think I don't know if I said it or not, but I think I said it in the past, in one of my videos that I posted in the past, that there has been something going on in my life. I haven't had a chance to actually post video for the past like 1 month. So yeah, so I just want to be active again, and today I got some time, so I'm posting this new video. I really hope you like it. And guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for for watching this video. I really hope you like it. And guys, again, if you can subscribe, that will be very, very great. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Bye bye.